Bailey, reporting live from outside the Tavern Inn for this year's European Fashion Week. This is where all the models are staying before they head to Canterbury tomorrow to take the runway. I'm currently standing outside of the models' dressing room, and here's one of them now, wearing Geoffrey Chaucer's new spring line, the Canterbury Tales. Hi, I'm Harry Bailey, backstage live with fashion designer Geoffrey Chaucer, here to ask him what he thought about this year's 2020 Spring Fashion Show.
It's so nice to be here with you, Harry, and Canterbury. I just love it here. It's my 15th year coming, and every year it just gets more beautiful and beautiful. It's just so nice to see everybody out here coming together to create this show. I really love it.
Geoffrey, tell me how you got the inspiration for this clothing line.
Okay, so I really this year decided to take a look at the nature aspect of things. So right now it's spring, as we all know, and it's a time for renewal and new colors. So I really decided to go with the green palette, and I included colors like pink, purple, and just really took from the flowers and the time of the year.
So what was your favorite outfit from the line?
So I would definitely have to say it would be the Squire's outfit, and it's because I partnered with my favorite brand, Gucci, with it, and we really came together and we brought the spring line in, and it has flowers on it and the stripes, and I think it really just showcases what we were trying to show for this line in the spring.
So thanks for meeting with me today, Geoffrey. It was very nice to see you.
No problem, Harry. It's really just a pleasure to be backstage. I like to speak with the media anytime I have a chance because it really allows me to show my line from a different perspective.
First up is the knight, wearing a simple cotton shirt with stains all over it from the chain mail he'd worn in the war right before coming on his pilgrimage. Devoted his life to chivalry, truth, and justice. He had fought for his king in many wars throughout Europe and the Middle East and had won many awards for his bravery. The knight had been there and done it all. Despite his huge success and his noble lineage, he was practical, self-disciplined, and humble. Never had he said anything bad about any person. He truly was the most perfect knight in every way possible.
Next up is the Squire, wearing a very colorful long shirt that had wide sleeves. It looked like a field full of red and white flowers. This is a knight's son. This gentle, happy 20-year-old is well on his way to becoming a knight himself. A nice young man, humble, polite, and always willing to help out his dad.
Next we have the yeoman. Wearing a green hooded jacket, the yeoman is the servant who accompanies the knight and the squire. Next, taking the runway is the prioress, a nun who ran a convent. She is wearing a pretty cloak and a well-pressed cloth around her neck, holding a rosary made of coral and green beads. She always had a few small dogs with her and would feed them only the finest food, roasted meat, milk, and fine bread. She was accompanied by 3 priests and another nun who was her assistant.
Here comes the monk, a splendid chap who loves to hunt and may one day become the head of his monastery, a fine-looking churchman with wealthy skin, wearing well-worn boots.
Next up is the friar named Hubert, who lived happily and excessively. He was a beggar, but a sweet-talking one. Of all the friars in the world, he was the most playful. He was the best beggar in town and was so smooth that he could even get the poorest old ladies to give him money. He is wearing a robe to keep all his nice stuff.
And here comes the merchant, a wealthy businessman wearing a beaver hat and expensive boots. He speaks very seriously, but he is actually a really good guy.
Next up is the clerk from Oxford who studied philosophy. He was as lean as a rake and wore a threadbare cloak. He didn't have any nice clothes because he'd rather buy books.
And here comes the wife of Bath. Bath is an English town on the Avon River, not the name of this woman's husband. Though she's a seamstress by occupation, she seems to be a professional wife. She's been married 5 times and had many other affairs in her youth, making her well practiced in the art of love. She is deaf in one ear and has a gap between her front teeth, which was considered attractive in Chaucer's time. She wears a hat as wide as a shield and a pleated cloak to keep mud off her dress, and comfortable new shoes.
That's a wrap for this year's 2020 European Fashion Week. I'm Harry Bailey. Back to you, Al. Hey! Reporting live! Hi. No, that was so... Hi, I'm Haley Berry. Are you just gonna have bloopers?
Esquire.
Oh.
Jeff, fuck.